Welcome back to the Diamond Mindset. Come on in and tune in whilst I ramble on and remind myself really about how I can continue to stay sharp, shine bright like a diamond, if you will, and dare to dazzle no matter what lumps of coal this world is throwing my way. This is still my personal, or not so personal right now, journey shared over YouTube. My set of notes to self and commitment to set firmly in stone whatever it takes to have and keep a diamond mindset. Yeah, so here we are. This is my super short couple of minutes take on the making of a diamond, the super short story. So it's my belief that we will have diamonds buried within, and I really need this reminder on how to take the coals of life and reform them and reshape them into something amazing, bright and brilliant. So here we go. A little bit of science from a non-scientist. So forgive the layman's terms. So, before it becomes the hardest substance on earth, before it shines in rings, crowns and lights, a diamond is nothing more than carbon, common, overlooked, buried deep in the ground. Does that resonate with you in any way? But when carbon, I believe we're made up of a lot of that. I told you I wasn't a scientist. But when carbon is subjected to unimaginable pressure and searing heat, something extraordinary happens. It doesn't break, it transforms. That's you, it's me. Through violent upheaval, it's forced upwards, rising through the earth's crust, shaped by pressure, carried by fire. And sometimes that pressure and that fire is all of those situations, people's quote-unquote relationships, places of quote-unquote work, all those different scenarios that we can find ourselves put in that really bring that pressure and that heat to us. And even though it may still feel that at that time the world doesn't quite recognise our worth, because it may still seem a little bit rough around the edges, just like any other stone, the whole time we're being refined and beautified through all of the struggles and the mishaps and all the other things where people may sort of point and stare and say, nothing going on there. They're not worth much, they're not up to much, but and like I said, this is a reminder for me because this is not just a one-time process. A few decades on this planet, and there are many things that I can look back on and think, oh yeah, okay, I made it through that, so I can make it through this. But for me, it's a constant need and will. I want to remind myself of all the things that I've been able to overcome so I can deal with whatever else is happening now and will probably happen in the future. But hopefully, because I know that I've made diamonds out of coal before, I can do it again and make it not just light work but bright work. So with that time, that care, those defining and redefining scenarios, and lots of refinement, shall we say, our brilliance, its brilliance becomes revealed. We're in many ways the same, aren't we? Life will press us, it will test us, it will burn us, but it shapes us, and it's those moments in which we feel buried, unseen, unfinished or just plain finished, to be honest. But we know that those are the very moments that shape us. If we endure, if we find a way to rise, we become unbreakable, we shine. Sometimes that's something that we can go through with people around us, but many times it's just us by ourselves. And if you believe in a higher power or God, or the higher self, whatever you would like to call it, just us are in it, But those are the very moments that can shape us, can really make something good out of us again and again and again. If we endure, if we do continue to rise, if we do keep going, somehow, some way, we do become unbreakable and we do shine. I always think about, if you watch a tree like a willow in a really fierce wind or storm, it really looks like it's going to break at some points because its branches are quite thin, but it just bends with it. It just bends. So sometimes we bend, we might seem to fold a little bit, but we don't have to break. We can shine. Cheers to that. Welcome back to the Diamond Mindset. This is a space where, among many things, pressure becomes purpose and our setbacks shape strength. We're definitely more than what we've survived. We're what we've become because of it. So that was super short story, The Making of a Diamond. Again, more of a note to self, but feel free to drop your own notes in the comments. And let's keep on shaping and polishing that diamond. Do something today. This is something I'm going to commit to that my future self will thank me for. And for me, it's cracking on and making this YouTube video, as imperfect as it may be. Hopefully some of what I've said resonates with you a little bit, and I'm sending you lots of love. If you fancy joining me on wherever this journey takes us, do feel free to subscribe, like, and share.